Hi, my name is Jason and this is my review of the QDH vacuum sealer. I'm just going to unload this for you real quick here, unpackage it and show you what's inside. Now I've already unpackaged this, so there was more plastic wrap and stuff around it, but there's this little hose for sealing a canister. Unfortunately I don't have any canisters that match this, and so I won't be showing you that, but that's what that's for. And then there are, I already used one of these, but let's see, 2, 3, 4, so there would have been 5 in total of these little vacuum seal bags. And then a roll of this vacuum material so that you can seal and cut and make your own bags. Pull that back up here. And then the actual vacuum sealer itself and an instruction manual, of course. So let me show you how this works and give you a little demonstration and give you my feedback on it. So first things first, just looking at the equipment here, I will say that it is rather lightweight, which makes me nervous that it's maybe a little bit flimsy, but you've got the power cord there and then these little feet to keep that stable on the counter, and then this is the vacuum chamber here. So if you want to vacuum seal something, you need to make sure that both ends of the bag line up with that. And then this is where it seals here and here. There's the other side of the vacuum chamber on the top. And then this is a little tool, got a blade there to cut this bagging material so that you can make your own bags to length. So that's the basics of it here. And then there's this little opening here where you can put this hose if you're going to be using the canister function there. So then the buttons on the front, let me plug it in so they light up and you can see kind of the functionality here. Canister button here, the vac seal button, and then you can change the mode from gentle to normal, change the food from moist to dry. Now it explains here on the instructions that even moist food, you should get as much of the moisture out of as you can for best results. And then if you just want to seal without the vacuum, then you can do that and it'll just heat up this sealing part without doing the vacuum part. So I'm going to show you here. Let's start with some beans that have been in the fridge for a minute, and I want to make sure they don't go bad. So I don't need a whole big bag. What I'm going to do is use our small bags here, or rather what I'm going to do is make a small bag here. So I'm going to start by sealing just the very end of this. So let's scoot it back just a little bit. I'm going to line it up right at the edge. And then the other thing I'm going to show you here is just close like that is not adequate. You'll see these 2 buttons on the side. You really need to push down pretty hard until you hear those 2 click into place. Now we can push that seal button, wait for it to finish, and we're good. Now I'm going to push these buttons to release, and we've got our seal there. Now the next thing we want to do is decide how big of a bag we need to hold the rest of these beans. And again, it'll explain here you should leave at least 3 inches if you're going to be using the vacuum function. 3 inches from the top of the bag where you're going to be sealing to where the food is, so that you're not getting food sucked into there. So I'm going to do it right here just to be safe. So this lifts up. We're going to say right there, push down on this, cut this bag, then we're going to put our beans inside here. That's at least 3 inches there. So we're gonna line that up. Again, this is the part where the 2 openings need to be inside of that vacuum chamber there. So now we will push this, let's get a little bit further in there. We'll push this down and really apply some force until we hear 2 clicks there. And then there is a little bit of moisture there, so I'm going to call this moist. And let's go ahead and do gentle. I don't really want to really suck everything out of there. And we'll hit that vacuum seal button. Now it's doing the sealing part. And I maybe didn't even quite leave enough room there because I could see some liquid. I don't know if you could see that in the video, starting to get pulled in there. Let's see, it looks like it got cut off though before it really got in there, so that's good. The other thing you can use this cutter for, if you don't like this bit of extra bag at the top, you could cut that just a little bit closer. Obviously you don't want to cut too close and end up cutting off the seal, but let's get just a little bit more of that bag cut off there. There we go. Perfect. So, the other thing that you can do is just use the bags already provided, which is the same material, but it's just already sealed on 3 sides, and you just have an opening on 1 side. So I won't show you that because that's pretty much the same thing. But overall, I have to say that this seems like it does a good job in spite of being a little bit lightweight, and hopefully it will stand the test of time. But it seems like it vacuums very well. The sealing function works really well. If you have any questions, please leave them below or comments. I'll do my best to get to those. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If it was helpful, I hope you'll consider subscribing below, leaving a like. That will lead you to more helpful content. Thanks.